Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. So I hope everybody had a really good Christmas. Oh, I also should mention that I do private readings. I have a menu of services at www.shapeshiftingphoenixtarot.com. All right. Oh boy, this is not going well. The moon, illusion, fear, anxiety, insecurity, and lots of emotion. There's a lot of emotion going on. You're very emotional. Four of Cups, meditation and contemplation, the Eight of Pentacles, it's a new job, oh, and the Queen of Swords, quick thinker, perceptive, feminine energy. So Divine Feminine, you are on the cusp of accepting a new job, and I feel like you're very emotional. These cards that I just pulled are the underlying energy of this reading. So lots of emotion, lots of thinking, reevaluating. The Eight of Pentacles is like work, apprenticeship, school, new job, that kind of thing. And then you are the Queen of Swords here, thinking about it and trying to weigh the pros and the cons, and you're very emotional about it. So let's see where the emotion is coming from with my new deck, The Everyday Witch by Deborah Blake, and I'm super excited to use this deck. I saw it online, and I kind of fell in love with it. There's the back. All right. So spirits, please give us your highest and best messages for whoever needs to hear this. I haven't even shuffled this deck before. I don't want to bend the cards. Oh, it's just nice. All right. So yeah, I hope everyone had a good holiday. I hope that you had some rest and you got some joy, had some fun, some laughs, hopefully. All right, here we go. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Disorganization and financial disarray. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Lost opportunity. Well, this is all about work. I feel like there's so many pentacles and swords, and it's all upside down. I don't know if I was holding the deck upside down or what the deal is, but every single card that I pulled here is upside down. So I'm just going to turn them upright so I can see them, but we know that the reason these all came up this way, like there's no, the reason they came up this way is because that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like your whole world has been turned upside down. This may be a sudden change of career. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page and the Three of Pentacles. So 1, 2, 3. New beginnings, opportunity, and potential. Partnerships, balance, and duality. Expression, groups, and growth. That's Ace, 2, 3. And the pages are messengers. So the Page of Pentacles comes up, manifestation, financial opportunity, new job, or getting into school maybe. It could be that very easily, but I feel like what we're talking about here is Divine Feminine being offered a new job. This is something that you manifested. This is something that you wanted. But it feels like it's like careful what you wish for kind of situation, because now you're stuck in thoughts as to which direction you should go. The King of Wands, impulsiveness, haste, high expectations. So that's you typically being kind of impatient, and this could be a partner being impatient, somebody who has high expectations of you. And the Nine of Swords in reverse, hopelessness, severe depression, and torment. The Eight of Swords, open to new perspectives and release. The Seven of Swords, mental challenges, breaking free. Over here we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So eventually, I feel like if you are with your partner right now, things are going to work out in the end. It's all about the way that you think about stuff. It's all your perception. If you can look for the underlying positives in any situation, you will more likely be a relatively more cheerful person. And why not be happy as opposed to being sad or miserable or whatever, right? So eventually I do see you then coming to a really nice balanced place. You're going to base your decision on everything around you. Like the Seven of Cups here is choices, and having lots of choices, but having to make a choice. And ultimately, you're being encouraged to make the choice with your heart. See how she's pointing to the heart? I feel like that's your inner self, your inner spirit, wanting you to listen to your intuition when it comes to making your decisions. Don't just make your decision based on what this King of Wands wants. The King of Wands is impatient in this situation. Impatient, and really that's the whole thing. He takes action in haste, and you want to be more thoughtful and methodical, more Queen of Wands, more King of Wands, a careful contemplation rather than flying by the seat of your pants. So it is listening to your intuition, but it's listening to where you want to get to. You can fly by the seat of your pants, and that's, living in the flow or whatever, but it doesn't hurt to have goals and to have an ultimate goal of where to get to. So you might decide the best plan of action is to fly by the seat of your pants, but it's going to be a decision. That part, it's like, rather than running and jumping off a cliff, you're going to run and you're going to stop and you're going to look at the perils. You're going to look and see if there's rocks that way, so then maybe you'll jump in that direction. You're going to look and see if there's rocks that come out, so you need to push farther, or you need to take a run at it and jump that way to avoid the rocks. Like, it's going to be that sort of contemplation. You're going to make a decision to take a leap of faith if that's where things end up for you, if you decide to move forward. You are definitely encouraged to keep your eye on the ball. The Knight of Pentacles, eventual positive outcome, efficiency, routine, conservatism, and methodical. So by contemplating and thinking about it, you will ultimately come to a realization of where your soul is directing you. The Nine of Pentacles, overinvestment in work. Interesting. So your current job is maybe getting out of control, and maybe that's why you're looking for something else. And the Ace of Cups is love, compassion, creativity, overwhelming emotion. So again, there's more emotion in this. So I feel like this job change, this career change, is a life change. It's more emotional because there's more fear, because you are risking more by doing what I feel like you sort of know which direction you're going to go in or what you're going to do. And it's emotional because you're afraid. And also because you're very vulnerable by doing this. And your ancestors want you to know that you can do it, and it will bring balance to your life. By making this balanced decision, it'll bring balance to your life. And listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. I just kind of want to see a little bit more about this King of Wands. This hasty, is this just the other side of you? Is this another person? The Hanged Man in reverse, upside down again. Jeez, really? The Hanged Man. So, martyrdom, indecision, delay. Okay, indecision, delay. Justice in reverse. Something is unfair. Okay, so you either lost your job, or it's your partner urging you. I won't say encouraging you, because it's not a supportive push. It's a hasty urge, urging you to get out of this profession that you're currently in. Maybe he doesn't agree with your job, whatever it is you do. Maybe you work in government and he's like anti-government, and he's all, you're working for the enemy kind of thing. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. Self-doubt, refusal of self-examination. So your partner is is doubting your skills because he doubts his own skills. You are being judged by your partner right now. This is not an unconditional love, I think, is what is coming through here. Either that, or you're so upset at your job that this partner is trying, your partner, your husband, whatever, is trying to get you, is pushing you to quit your job. But you're not ready, you're emotional. Maybe this person is being supportive and trying to encourage you to follow your heart and do something creative, because you're a creative, loving person and you would be great at whatever it is that you are best suited for. It's something, it's very emotional though. So this person is, even if he is being supportive, as in looking, wanting what's best for you, he's also wanting what's best for him. And so you're kind of not ready to quit your job and to, follow him blindly with nothing to fall back on, no support. Your ancestors, your angels, they also encourage you and support you to take this leap of action, this leap of faith. I'm going to pull a card from this deck, my Vision Quest deck, and we'll see what the advice is from here. I'm going to use this deck as an oracle, as oracle information. This deck is lovely, my Everyday Witch deck. It's fun. I saw there was one of the cards, she's doing tree pose, so there's like yoga poses and stuff. It's really cool. I was totally meant to have this deck. Okay, so final advice, please. Oh, pulled the moon in reverse. Well, let's see what this means. According to this, is that 18? The moon. In essence, the moon represents the unconscious, visions, intuitions, the power of life cycles, fertility, dreams, fantasies, romance, acute sensitivity and empathy, also gloominess, drug abuse, and the dark night of the soul. Okay. The inner message here. Your inner lunar power connects you to the most secret forces in nature. If you open up to them, you will be gifted with intuitive insight and empathy. Your feminine energies will come to the forefront. You will be capable of grasping the hidden wisdom of so-called irrational forces. Tune into the subtle rhythms of your life force now. Notice the pulsations on a biological, emotional, and spiritual level. All developments take place in definite, continuously recurring cycles, not just the progression from birth to maturity to death. So it's circular, cyclical. Sadness and grief have their place in these cycles just as much as joy and exuberance. These are merely the two poles of the emotional spectrum available to us. Accept the whole spectrum. Don't judge and don't hold onto any state. Recognize emotions as the natural fluctuations of your own life force. Outward manifestation. Your emotional pendulum tends to swing from high to low and back again, making it a bit more difficult to function at work now. The moon advises you to pay close attention to subtleties. Learn to use your intuition throughout your day. Relaxation and meditation will help, since nervousness and hectic activities smother the intuitive promptings constantly arising from deep within. Even a dreamy state can be useful at work if you don't criticize yourself and allow your energy to move. All discoveries, all inventions, all revelations invariably come from the so-called dreamy realms beyond common logic, and indeed beyond conventional thought. Thoughts may do some of the necessary groundwork, but it is the inexplicable spark of intuition that makes breakthroughs possible. This is a good time to connect to your rational aspect with the vaster realm of the irrational. Wow. So that is the theme that all these cards are encouraging you to take a leap of faith. But before you take that leap of faith, make sure that's what you want to do, and make sure you're avoiding things that are going to be particularly horrible, like landing on rocks if you jump off a ledge. So yeah, just take stock of your options. Sit with yourself, make different decisions in your head and see how it sits with you. And, if you can, sort of follow through in your mind's eye as to where that direction will take you and where you will end up. And then come back and change it a little and then go in that direction. Where does that take you and where do you end up? And try and see where it is you want to end up. And then you take action. But right now I feel like it's just making the decision. Pros and cons, writing pros and cons down is a good idea. Getting a journal and just writing stuff out in order to free up the energy so that other ideas can flow in from who knows where they come from, right? But that's you. That's your higher self, and that's the 5D, the spirit world, and your ancestors, and everybody's like excited for you and supported, and they want to help you, and they want to see you succeed. So believe that and live that, and have an amazing day. Thanks so much for listening, you guys. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.